everyone. This is Dr. Liv with New Insight, and thank you for joining me in another video. The title of today's video is, Why do people keep doing things they know are wrong? Have you ever looked at someone and wondered, why do they keep making the same mistakes or poor decisions? Or maybe you've asked yourself, why do I keep doing something I know isn't good for me? Whether it's staying in a toxic relationship, procrastinating, overspending, people-pleasing, drinking to cope, or repeatedly making unhealthy choices, this is a question many of us ask. The answer is usually much more complicated than simply saying someone doesn't care or doesn't know better. Understanding this question is the first step towards creating meaningful and lasting change. So let's talk about some of the reasons why people continue unhealthy, toxic, or self-defeating habits. Number 1, comfort and familiarity. Even when something is unhealthy, it's familiar. Our brains often choose what's predictable over what's unknown. Change can feel uncomfortable, uncertain, and even frightening. Sometimes people would rather stay in a situation that's painful than risk stepping into something unfamiliar. Number 2, the behavior provides some type of benefit. Every behavior serves a purpose. Maybe it brings attention, acceptance, validation, pleasure, relief, or temporary happiness. Maybe avoiding conflict keeps the peace. Maybe procrastinating provides temporary relief from anxiety. Maybe staying in an unhealthy relationship prevents feelings of loneliness. For some people, anger also serves a purpose. Anger can feel powerful. It may help someone feel in control, intimidate others, or get people to back down. Some people have learned that raising their voice, becoming aggressive, or losing their temper gets them what they want faster than communicating calmly. Others use anger to cover up more vulnerable emotions like fear, sadness, rejection, shame, or insecurity. And while anger may work in the moment, it often damages trust, relationships, and emotional well-being over time. So unhealthy behaviors continue because, at least in the short term, it feels like it's meeting a need. Number 3, ego and stubbornness. Sometimes people don't want to admit they were wrong. Changing may require acknowledging poor decisions, apologizing, or accepting responsibility. And that can be difficult when pride gets in the way. Number 4, denial and blame shifting. Some people genuinely don't believe they have a problem. Instead of looking inward, they focus on everyone else's flaws. So if you believe everyone else is the problem, there's very little motivation to change yourself. And key note, this is why self-awareness is one of the greatest indicators of personal growth. Number 5, fear of the work that positive change requires. Real change isn't just about making one good decision. It requires consistent effort, discipline, and practice. It may mean setting boundaries with people you've always said yes to. It may mean ending unhealthy relationships. It may mean changing routines, learning new coping skills, or letting go of habits you've actually enjoyed. Growth often requires giving up immediate comfort for long-term peace. Number 6, shame, embarrassment, and self-doubt. Sometimes people avoid changing because doing so forces them to face painful truths about themselves. Admitting mistakes can trigger feelings of guilt, shame, or embarrassment. Rather than confronting those emotions, some people avoid them by distracting themselves, numbing their feelings, or escaping through unhealthy behaviors. Avoidance provides temporary relief, but it does not solve the underlying problem. Finally, remember this: knowing better doesn't automatically mean doing better. Knowledge is important, but real positive change happens through repeated and intentional action of doing things that are different, opposite, and challenging to form new and healthier habits. And that's why building these healthier habits, increasing accountability, practicing self compassion, and developing new coping skills are so important. So instead of using anger to gain control, practice assertive communication. Instead of numbing emotional pain, learn to process it in healthy ways. Instead of seeking validation from unhealthy relationships, learn to build your self esteem and self worth. Instead of avoiding difficult conversations, learn to develop the skills needed for effective communication. So the goal isn't to simply stop the behavior. The goal is also to replace it with new and healthier alternatives. Remember, awareness gives you insight. Action creates change. But consistent, healthy choices are what leads to lasting growth. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.